Hi team, today we will learn about event delegation. So event delegation is basically an event handling pattern based on event bubbling and event capturing. So in layman terms, the event handling is an idea of assigning the handler to an ancestor rather than attaching it to a lot of elements, and based on where the event is triggered, on which target is triggered, we can do the action. Let me show you one example. So the question is, this is a table. uh, this is a table which has TD inside of it. So the question is, we need to change the color of the box. Like when we click on a TD, the color of that box should change to green. Now, one way to do it is to add an event listener to each one of them, which is basically a memory heavy task. So rather than doing that, a better approach would be to attach an event listener to the ancestor of all this TD, and when the event is triggered, we can get where the triggers happen, and accordingly we can change that element. So let me show you the HTML first. So HTML is very basic. So we have table, and inside TD we have a lot of TRs, and inside of which we have TDs. So basically what we can do, we can either attach event listener to tbody, which is basically parent of all this TD, or we can attach it to table as well. Let's go with the tbody. So first let's get the tbody reference. Document query selector tbody. Then we will attach an event listener. When the event is triggered, we will get the target out of it. Target is event.target. So basically, to understand what is the target on which the event is triggered, we can use the tag name. If you know, every element, it has a tag name. It's with it. Right. So the tag is TD. That is if we have clicked on some TD, we want to change the color of it. In that case, we can say e.target.style.background background color is equal to green. So that's it. Rather than attaching an event listener to each and every TD, we can attach it to one of the parents of all of these TDs, and accordingly we will match the event target with the element, and we can change it, and we can do that. We can do anything on that element. So let's click on any one of the. If you see it actually changing the color. One more variation of this problem would be, if we have, let's say, inside some TDs we have some other type like strong, right? Let's say there we have one more at here. So this is when we are clicking on the tool, rather than even the target giving us TD, it can give us strong tag. So in that case, what we can do is, we'll find the tag first, or we can do, let's say, if even if it's giving us strong, we can find the nearest ancestor which is of TD. So what we will do, we will say whatever element on which the event is triggered, we want to know the closest ancestors of it, which is TD. Okay, and when I get the element, what we will do, if the element is not null, right? If the element is not null, we can change the style of it. Now even if we click on 2, it should change the color. It's not changing for any one of them. So closest with the correct dot target dot closest is, I think it's correct. Let's console it first. Click on any one of them. We're getting TD. When we're clicking on this, we're getting a TD with a strong inside of it. Right. That's correct. Okay, so when we have the element, then only we want to change the color, right? So we are basically checking the wrong. We are checking the wrong way. I don't know. Let me refresh. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Can I get the other one? Looks like I didn't set. Okay. Let me create one. Let me create it quickly. So do so I want TR of let's say 5 TRs inside TD. And I want inside of it dollar dollar. Let me make one of them is as strong. Mm-hmm. And why you want it to be live? Mm-hmm. Live and then script project. Okay. Let's say it. Say let me write this. Let's get the T body document dot qe selected T body. Tag as listener. Then what we will do, we'll get the T. TD is equal to dot target dot project TD, and if TD is there, I want to TD dot style background color. Is it okay? I'll do this as well. Okay, so we have two strong. Clicking on this will make it green. Even this one is also green. Okay, so I will see you in the next lecture with the second example.